Hi everyone, you're very welcome to UCD's Social Impact Week. Today we have Patricia Ford, Director of People and Transformation at ISPCC, joining us to tell us a little bit about their organisation, the work that they do, and also the opportunities for UCD students. So Patricia is going to talk us through a presentation and share her information, and then we'll have an opportunity for questions as well. So Patricia, and Chloe, just to mention, you're very welcome as well. Thank you for joining us, and I'll hand over to you.
Thank you, Michelle. It's an honour to be part of Social Impact Week and joining you and UCD this week. So I'm looking forward to sharing with you a lot around what we do in ISPCC, what I love about our work here, what we all love about what we do, and hopefully share some experiences that may encourage you to think about ISPCC and Childline as a really good opportunity, either both for working with us in the future or indeed volunteering with us in times to come. So if I can just take you through a few slides I have prepared, so maybe we can move on there. Just a lot on this slide, and I appreciate, but you know, I've just come from a call actually where we've been looking again at our data analytics around why children connect with us and why we are here, and the figures are absolutely startling. Our CEO, John Church, he would say, and he has said it in the Oireachtas as well, that, you know, childhood is in crisis. And most of you will have heard on the media there recently that unfortunately there are well over almost 4,000 children on the CAMHS waiting list. So you can see that there in one of the boxes there on the screen. And those are children, the children and mental health, adult and mental health services waiting to be seen. So we can help in that regard. We get over 100,000 contacts annually by phone or by text or by online, or indeed in our therapeutic services. So our teams are extremely busy. And actually the reasons that children and young people are connecting with us, they have changed too. So, you know, you can see down there in the bottom block, if you like, over 40% of adolescents are reporting that they are experiencing levels of depression. And that's just not, I'm having a bad day because my exams are coming, but it's depression outside of the normal range, 40%. And an additional 49% are reporting levels of anxiety outside of the normal range. And that was a study that was done in conjunction with UCD. It's the My World survey, and Jigsaw, one of our other colleagues in this arena. So, you know, that's quite startling, and that, you know, gets me up every morning thinking about what we've got to do and how we need to do it. So, you know, and lots of little bullets and comments on my slide there of what children say to us. And obviously they're talking to us 24/7. We operate on a 24/7 basis all across the country. So we're right across the country, you know, in 6-7 centres, but we reach children all over, including the islands, as I saw today on a heat map of Ireland, of where we're actually reaching children. But we've more work to do. We have a lot of work to do. So if I can move you along there to the next slide as well. Again, lots on this slide, but I guess what I wanted to share with you is we're changing as an organisation to respond to the changing nature and the changing needs of children. So you'll all know, you're all young people, you know, much younger than me, but we're very much around enhancing the lives of children and young people, focused, if you like, on building their resilience and their skill set to be able to deal with, if you like, the normal day-to-day, you know, trials and tribulations that come our way. We too have a role in building you know, strength and resilience for our children and young people, but we also have a role in terms of speaking out and advocating, in influencing, in making sure our voice is heard as well as a charity, as a not-for-profit, but also as an important reservoir of information where children talk to us. We have the data, so we have to be able to animate that and share that in terms of what children are thinking and where the children's needs are. So we'll move along. Okay, our CEO, John Church, is obviously our visionary leader, and you will hear him speak at the Oireachtas and speak out from time to time on various different topics. But always talks about how childhood is changing and how we need to respond to the pressures, the complex pressures that children are now experiencing. And obviously you're all aware of the internet and digital and the impact of social, and that whole impact has really changed everything for children in terms of both how we as an organisation interact, but also how children are experiencing, and young people. And I include young people because we do look after and we do referrals right up to children under the age of 18, just that you're aware. So thank you, John, for your continued support in that regard. So we'll move along, and just thinking about what we do. Well, I could talk about it till the cows come home because I'm so passionate about what we do, but I thought it might be useful to talk to two of our team, and Jackie and Louise on this next little video clip are going to tell you what it's really like to be servicing, if you like, or to be working within the childline side of things.
Hello, you're very welcome to our Childline presentation today. My name is Louise and I'm the Childline National Coordinator.
And I'm Jackie. I'm one of the supervisors at Childline.
So what is Childline? Childline is one of the services provided by ISPCC. In Childline, we are here for every young person 18 years and younger. We're here to listen to what you have to say. We're here to support you with whatever you're going through. We're here to believe what you tell us. And we're here to empower you, to help you come up with the right decision that's right for you right now. Childline has a number of supports and services available for young people. You'll see us in the community. We have our one-to-one support service, which is our Childline Therapeutic Support Services, where we work with individual children and their families. We're here today to talk about Childline listening and about Childline digital supports.
So at Childline, we try and focus on resilience, and everybody has the ability to build resilience in their life. And that's what Childline is here to do. So when you contact Childline, when you talk with us, we are here to empower you to build and to grow and to learn and to be resilient. So in Childline, we focus on the three resources of resilience, which is I am, I can, and I have. I am is who you are. What do you have in your toolbox to help you get through the difficult parts in life? What can you do is the I can part. How can you be empowered? The I have part is who do you have in life? What do you have in life that can help you too? Do you have one good trusted adult that you can talk to or ask for help from? So part of I have is also Childline. You have Childline. Louise, can you tell us about what Childline is?
Well, Childline is open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. So Childline never closes. It's free to contact Childline, and you can contact us in 3 different ways. You can contact us on our phone service at 1-800 66 66 66, on our text service at 50101, or through our website, childline.ie, and you can have a web chat with us. Childline is confidential, so we don't trace calls, we don't use caller ID, and we don't trace your IP address. We're non-directive, so we're not going to tell you what to do. We're going to help you come up with the best solution that's right for you right now. And we're non-judgmental, so we're not going to judge what you have done or what you have said. We're here to listen and to help support you through your difficult time.
So Louise, tell us, who is it that's listening?
So when you contact Childline, you'll be answered by one of our wonderful dedicated team of volunteers and staff. And they all have one thing in common. They're all there for you.
So how does Childline work? So you can talk to Childline, contact Childline about anything that's going on for you. You can talk about relationships, your school, your friends, if you're feeling anxious about things. And then you get a lot of contacts about bullying.
Yeah, and I can remember we had a young person who texted into us because their grandparent had passed away a few days ago, and they were feeling really sad and they really wanted to talk about him, and they were afraid to talk you know, to the mom or to the dad, because they knew the mom or dad were already upset and they didn't want to upset them anymore. So a friend told them about Childline, and they sent us a text, and you know, they had a great time talking about the memories that they had of their granddad.
That's so lovely to hear. It can be hard to bring up certain topics that people that you have in your life, but Childline is here to listen and to chat about those things. I had a chat with a child who was struggling with some bullying in school before, and talking it through with Childline helped them realise that their teachers are actually there to help, and that their principal was able to step in and help once they opened up and had the courage to chat to Childline about it and get some help. So Louise, what happens if a child contacts and lets us know that they are in danger?
So yes, we do get calls from young people who are going through something really dangerous. And it's important to remember that every young person has the right to be safe and the right to be happy. And sometimes if a young person is in danger, they might not know what to do. So if they contact Childline, we can talk through it with them, what is going on for them. And we can let them know that it's not their fault and that they have the right to get help and they have the right to get support. So as we mentioned earlier, it's confidential. So if you want Childline to get you some help, then we may need to get a little bit more information from you. So if the young person is happy to give us their details, then we can put them in touch with somebody whose job it is to make sure that they're safe.
So please contact Childline if you have something you would like to talk about. Visit our website, www.childline.ie. When you log on there, you can set up an account that you can come back and visit every time. You will be asked for a name, but remember, it's confidential. So you can use a nickname or a name you'd like to go by. And once you do that, then you can come back and revisit that same account and chat under that nickname. There's an option or button for live chat. And once you click on that, that takes you to a conversation with one of our dedicated volunteers who's there to chat and listen. And it's your safe space to talk about whatever's going on for you.
So as well as chatting online, you'll find lots of different support articles and videos on lots of different topics on our website. There's also a section on your rights. And here you can find out what rights you as a young person have. We also have our Ask Pat section. So if you feel that maybe you're not ready to have a chat with us at that time, then maybe you'd like to just ask us that one question. And there are lots of questions on that young people have already asked us. So maybe by reading through some of those, you might actually find some support that you're looking for.
So remember, Childline is here for you. It's your safe place to talk about whatever's going on for you. Everything you chat about remains confidential. It's always free, and we're here 365 days, 24 hours a day. We're here to empower you and to help you choose what the right thing is to do for you. It's your space.
Missing Children's Hotline is another service that you'll find on Childline. And what this service is for young people who may have run away, or a young person who's maybe thinking about running away. But it's also for friends and family of a young person who has run away and they just feel that they need some emotional support. To contact the Missing Children's Hotline, it's 116000.
So thanks for listening to us today, and I hope you've learned a little bit more about Childline.
Remember, Childline is here for you whenever you are ready to contact us. And you can get in touch with us by text, by web chat, or by phone.
So then when you listen to Jackie and Louise tell their story about Childline and as one of our services, and we have many, many services and expanding all of the time, you can see, and hopefully you have heard that, we have a very strong sense of purpose, and we're all very much united behind that sense of purpose in Childline. And that's something that brings us very closely together. Behind that as well, we've developed recently our behaviours in our organisation, COPE, nice little anagram, to describe how we like to behave and or how we will behave and how we recruit to these behaviours as well, if you like, in our organisation. So really, really important for us is our purpose, our mission, vision, and behind that, as I say, our behaviours. But at the very core of all of this is the child, and we're reminded daily that's why we're here, regardless of the day we've had. We're here for the children and to listen to their insights. We've talked to this slide a lot already, but I quite like to include it because it is very much to tell us, you know, that our vision for childhood is, as we've talked about already, we believe in every child, and we want to see children thrive. You know, it's not good that those statistics that I pointed out at the beginning, it's not in a good place. So we want to see children thrive for the better and be very much better, well equipped to deal with what life throws at them, and become more resilient. And we're always about resilience. And then to that point, talking to that point, you'll have noticed the subtlety and changes in branding here now, those of you that are marketing, but we have created our 6 strategic pillars. So very much the first one there, number 1, is expanding our national reach. So very much making sure we're in all corners of the country, that every child in the country that needs to talk to us and young person knows who we are. Creating a strong brand position. You'll have noticed we have evolved over the last 10, 12 months to a more muted palette. We're now, the colours on this, if you like, are reflecting what we are now, more modern. We've had updates and we've had feedback from children to engage with us around what we look and feel like. So we moved away from that if you like, that very bright red, and we're evolving our whole marketing repositioning as well, if you like, internally as well as externally. Thirdly, then we've to build a sustainable fundraise model. People won't know, but we are largely fundraised income. So we're well over 80% of our income is fundraised income. So it's very much around building sustainability around that to allow us to do, you know, and offer all of the services that we want to offer and continue, because we have a lot of work to do, as you can see. Number 4 is very much at my side of the house, which is make sure we have the best people in the world to be able to do everything we want to do. And then, of course, we want to play a significant role in the policy landscape. That's much more long term, but influencing, advocating for change with our government. And then finally, number 6, we are adhering to the highest levels of governance and risk. So we really need to make sure that everything we do is without question. We're triple opt now from Charities Institute of Ireland. So, you know, we spend a lot of time and investment, and have increased our people actually in the governance and risk function to make sure that we are really performing to the highest levels of best practice here. So now, if we just move away from all of that, so I've given you a lot around the organisation. Hopefully I've shown you a little bit around what we do and how we do it and why we do it. But now to talk about our people, we have the highest levels of employee engagement of any organisation I've ever worked for. To be honest, I've worked for quite a lot of different diverse organisations. We're well over the 90% mark on both our employee engagement, and we have upwards on 100 employees with upwards on 200 volunteers. And volunteers was a similar high 90% as well. So you can see again improvement of upwards you know, of 8-9 percentage points, which is phenomenal really. And I'm really proud of our teams. They're very motivated behind that sense of purpose. So that's what I look for when we're looking for people to join the organisation. Have they got that matched values that we have? So yes, and 98% of our people feel that they make a difference with the work that they do. So again, we're looking for that when we're looking for incoming talent to join our team. Types of roles, and looking across the organisation, where Chloe, myself and Sarah, our other colleagues on leave today as we're talking about this session, the types of roles that we're busy recruiting on at this moment in time on our recruitment desk. It's busy, so we're currently recruiting for a digital unit manager in Limerick. So our way of talking to children has changed. You know, it was traditionally the phones, now it's digital, or it's online, it's both. So the key kind of skills that we would be looking for this role, and the one beside it, which is the unit manager in Cork, would be, you know, social skills, psychology. We look for level 8. We need to have that level of expertise. We can evolve to that, but we really do need to get to look for really strong skills there around child psychology, psychotherapy. If any one of these would be useful. We have either or: social care, social skills, I should say, social sciences, counselling or relation field. And we look for 2 years working with children. I can't get everything, but it is helpful to understand the child. So lots of roles. That would be the main types of roles that we have nationally in our organisation. We have over 50 people employed in the services teams across the country. Then more new roles. We're opening a brand new state-of-the-art Hub head office in Dunleary in the next month. So we're super excited, moving from our old buildings in town to a brand new fit for purpose building, which has on-site therapy rooms, a comms room, and areas where our childline teams can work in collaboration with our teams, our fundraising teams, and so on. So we have a new workplace services coordinator there coming on, and that's currently been advertised. I'm looking for somebody who will be agile, who will be ready, who will be able to help to navigate our crazy world, but actually do it in a very much ISPCC way. I've put at the bottom of the slide there, to reach us and to connect with us. We advertise almost all of our roles on Indeed. You can connect with us directly. So it's myself, Patricia, Sarah, and Chloe at recruitment@ispcc.ie. Also, keep an eye on our webpage, because we post all of our vacancies there as well on the ISPCC. The ISPCC is our umbrella brand, if you like. And from time to time, we do also put roles on LinkedIn. On the last page then on this presentation, I have a few more roles that I thought might be interesting to some as well. The last 2 pages, we have opportunities nationally for our sessional panel. Now, this may suit some of you students who was like I was years and years ago studying psychology, where you may be able to have contribute a number of hours over the course of months and so on. So this may work around college commitments whilst you're honing up your skill set around listening. Our training in ISPCC is intense. It's a brilliant training program. We work on the Lundy model, and really good expertise and skills there. So you will be fully trained before you go anywhere close to taking a call from a child or indeed a young person. So that's our opportunities for us there nationally as we're expanding our services. I mentioned already the therapeutic roles, but actually therapeutic roles in this sense is where you go out and you would spend time potentially with a parent and a child, but they might come to us in one of our centres and work through some problems they're having, either through play therapy or one that's very much one-to-one. And then over on the far right, for those of you that are listening to this presentation who are marketing communications, we have a new head of marketing in place, and I'm working with her to develop her team. So we will have opportunities in our marketing and communications team over the next few months. So we'll keep an eye out on recruitment.ispcc. Keep an eye on the website, but there for those roles, we will be advertising a role in the not too distant future there. Finally, I don't know if many of you know, but we're very much connected with the concerts, and from time to time, especially last summer when the concerts were back after COVID, one of our fundraising team, Raymond Trainer, was very busy organising teams of volunteers throughout the organisation and beyond, anyone but that was over 18 to get out there and get involved in selling ponchos at all the concerts. You can stay for the concerts, it's a lot of fun. Did it myself. You'll have sore feet, but you raise a lot of money and have a lot of great conversations around childline. So plenty of opportunities to come with that. There's also opportunities as well. You can see Megan Sorrell there on the top right. She's one of our top volunteers in Cork, to join the volunteer panel if you had a number of hours over the course of the month. Again, it's around about 2 4-hour shifts, I think it is, over the course of the month. So again, that's quite a hefty commitment on learning and development for yourself. But if you are heading towards the psychology, social skills, it could be a good one. So lots of information there. I hope I've answered some of your questions. But Michelle, I think you had a few more, did you?
Yeah, thanks very much, Patricia, for that. That was fantastic. Great overview of the organisation, and then insight into your values. I like that, thinking about how your own values would match with the organisation, and then a great overview of the roles that you have. And interesting to see, you are looking for, psychology, social science, but there's opportunities, in marketing and other roles if you want to work in an NGO, and those type of opportunities exist as well. So it's really, really great.
It's true, Michelle, and it's not something I've thought of at my early stages of my career either. However, I've just last year recruited 6 people into our fundraising department and team, and a lot of marketers have headed towards there, and it's given them great experience and skills, as well around, digital, and also bringing a skill set that we haven't had in those types of industries. So, I think keep an open view. There's certainly so much to be gained by going to an NGO or indeed a not-for-profit. You learn so much more about yourself, and lots of our young people, I'm seeing lots of young people so much these days really want to do something for good. I can't imagine what a greater after-dinner conversation to say, what do you do? Well, I work with children, I work with Childline, and inevitably it starts another conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned about volunteering there, and I'd love to, if you could expand a little bit more about that, because we often have students who are interested in building up skills while they're in university. And you mentioned there people can volunteer at concerts and things like that. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. Well, yes. So from the concert side of things, yes, we have. We haven't had the information just yet, but will be coming because, of course, the concerts are coming for the summer. But usually there is a Facebook page, Raymond Trainer, so raymond.trainer, TRAYNOR at ISPCC.ie. So Raymond, RAYMOND. So I can send you that directly, Michelle. He'd be very interested to hear from any children, and not children, but any young person. You have to be over the age of 18 to be able to do that. You don't need specific training for that. You just need to have strong legs and a good pair of comfortable shoes and enjoy the concert, and you'll be fine. In terms of the other more volunteering, they are doing an intake at the moment. I am planning when we get ensconced in Dún Laoghaire to do a recruitment drive around the Dún Laoghaire area. So watch this space. We are putting together over the summer, we will be doing a recruitment drive for more clinical type volunteers for our services for the Dublin and surrounding areas as well.
Brilliant.
But I would suggest pop onto the website. I've left the details on the presentation, and there is drop-down boxes for either and both volunteering and also opportunities as well. So have a little look there. That would be our go-to.
Brilliant. And I know you mentioned, that's great, where you advertise, so your own website, Indeed, and LinkedIn as well. And just in terms of roles that you advertise, increasingly we're seeing that lots of our students across lots of disciplines are interested in internships. And do you have internship opportunities as well?
We do, in fact, actually, I welcome Chloe onto the call. Chloe is interning with us. Chloe, tell us where you're interning from and what's the area of study you're doing.
I am interning in Patricia's team doing HR, so people transformation, and I'm currently studying in TUD. So yeah, I'm studying HR, and it's fantastic. You know, you learn something and then there's also putting it into action. So it's completely different, and it's really good experience to get the double whammy, the two ways.
Yeah. Thank you. We also have a rolling placement with University College or University of Galway in policy and law. So we have somebody incoming and somebody outgoing there for the last 2 years. So that's ongoing. I know that our fundraising commercial director would love to have an intern as well. So I think, you know, whilst again, keep an eye on the website. As soon as I get approval to recruit, we'll pop any vacancies that we have. And we do onto our ISPCC.ie on the career section as well.
Brilliant. Well, that's really great, Patricia. I think we've covered lots there. So lots of information for our students to, I suppose, go and do a little bit of further research and check out the website. Follow your socials. I'm sure you've updated lots of information there as well. And it was lovely, you know, to hear a little bit more about the work you do. It's always great to hear from people, you know, behind the website, what's going on. And Chloe, thanks as well for joining us. It was nice to hear your contribution, and it sounds like you're having a great experience there. So Patricia, I'll let you back to your busy day, but just thanks again for joining us, and I hope our students find it really, really useful.
Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. And I just want to wish all the students, anyone listening to the call, best of luck in your upcoming exams, and I hope it goes as well as expected and even better. All right, thank you, Michelle.
Brilliant. Thank you, Chloe. Thanks, Patricia. Bye. Bye.